in India, you have very limited good talent, and everybody wants them. Every one who is talented and is in demand, they know that there's a better opportunity waiting for them. Our tourism sector is set to explode. People from all around the world are going to visit India. There's a lot of exchange of knowledge that is going to take place, which will help India to grow leaps and bounds. Nobody can stop India from growing, but for me, personal happiness and satisfaction would be much more if that growth is based on merit.
Good morning, this is Chintan Rade from the Bharat Conclave 2.0 Red Carpet. Here we have Mr. Varun Bagla from Salte Group. How are you doing today, sir?
Well, I am feeling great. It was a great panel discussion that we had. And I think India needs more and more of these conclave where different industry leaders get together, inspire others and connect.
Great. So I got a couple of questions for you, sir. We'd love to know your answers and insights on it. So how was the experience? Like, what does Bharat 2.0 represent to you as a leader, and why do you think it matters today?
Well, for me, Bharat 2.0 is the new face of India, which is strong, resilient, and extremely aggressive. We really want to take back what has been stolen from us, our reputation, our dignity, our respect, our culture, and we want to showcase our values globally across the world.
Great.
So, that is what Bharat 2.0 stands out for me.
Great. That's a beautiful answer. So, going back to your journey, what is the toughest lesson from your business journey so far?
Well, real estate being illiquid, I think cash flow management is something that I face challenge with, especially if a project has not had initial market acceptance, because then kind of industry lets go of a particular project. So a cash flow challenge is one of the difficult aspects that I've faced, but I've combated it also successfully. Another thing is also in our line of field, retention, employee retention, because like you have heard during the panel discussion, in India you have very limited good talent and everybody wants them. So there is a huge demand, but there is a huge gap in supply.
That is true.
So, every one who is talented and is in demand, they know that there's a better opportunity waiting for them.
Yes.
So it really takes a lot to kind of retain them into your own firm and ensure that they continue happily.
That's
Not
true.
under pressure, under duress, but happily, because only then they can perform.
Yeah, that is true. So, what are the predictions you have about Bharat in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I've already said it during my panel discussion. I think India is going to grow like anything. Our tourism sector is set to explode. People from all around the world are going to visit India, visit different parts of India, which was previously not promoted, previously not connected. So there's a lot of exchange of knowledge that is going to take place, which will help India to, grow leaps and bounds. But, being slightly cautious, I think I would want India not to be focused only on numbers, GDP, this, that, billionaires. No, I would want India to have that moral authority that India deserves across the world globally. And that requires accepting and acknowledging merit over people who come from a certain background.
Yeah.
So merit has to be the first seat. And if that doesn't happen, I personally would not be happy with the growth of India. The growth of India is set to happen. Nobody can stop India from growing. But for me, personal happiness and satisfaction would be much more if that growth is based on merit.
I agree. I totally agree. So let's move on to my favorite segment, that would be the rapid fire round. So I'll be asking you questions. I want you to answer as quick as possible. So are we ready for it?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go ahead. So one overrated and underrated leadership quality?
Overrated discipline, because it does not really showcase anything apart from just being punctual. Although that's important,
It is.
but it does not show. Underrated humility. Every leader should be humble because their success is at the end of the day a blessing from God.
That is true. Those are very beautiful answers. So this is my favorite question. So which is the one go-to movie or web series that you watch in your free time?
Well, more than movie, I feel I get intrigued more by series that are coming up, and I think series like Suits. If I'm talking in a way of business,
Yeah.
series like White Collar. I think it kind of showcases that you need to stand out from the rest of the crowd,
That is
not
true.
just in terms of looks and personality, but in what you bring to the table. So if you respect yourself, if you continuously grow yourself, eventually the world is going to acknowledge,
That is true.
and you will have your own place. So being in this conclave, I would mention these shows.
Great. Thank you for the recommendation. So one leader you love to have coffee with?
Our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, because not just because he's our Prime Minister, but the journey he has had from where he started to where he is,
The growth.
and how he is performing at each and every juncture. That is something that I really admire and acknowledge. Apart from keeping I'm not talking from the point of politics. I'm keeping the politics aside.
Right.
I'm talking about him as a leader. So how he is performing and how he conducts himself and has been conducting himself in his different stages, I really admire. And if I get an opportunity, then that's what I would prefer.
Okay. I'm hoping that will happen soon, sir. One reason leaders should attend Bharat 2.0 conclave?
Well, like I mentioned previously, these kind of conclaves help me, gain perspectives which I have maybe missed out on, connect with different industry peers, socialize, and help, get my message across. So that is the main reason why I have decided to participate. Having said that, I have an inherent deep love for my country. And I believe it's not just me. Everybody who's Indian, they love their motherland and they really want their country to top the charts in all segments, under all sectors. So that love is what brings me here today.
Great. So the last question will be one piece of advice for the upcoming business leaders.
My advice to upcoming business leaders would be to not chase numbers, to not chase glory and success, but to believe in making a difference in whichever way they can.
That's true.
So if they start making difference and impacting lives of people around them in whichever capacity they have their strength in, I think I would want leaders to adopt and acknowledge that rather than chasing numbers, rather than chasing success, rather than chasing fame. Because that is a shallow aspect and not a long-term strategy.
So that. It was lovely having you, sir. I'm looking forward to talk more with you. Enjoy your time. Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Lovely meeting you.